Response. We begin tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Well, tonight the NASA search teams in the Atlantic believe ABC News will carry the President's State of the Union address and the Democratic response. We begin tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Tonight, the NASA search teams in the Atlantic believe they may have located one of the Challenger's solid rocket boosters, both of which, you'll recall, continued to fly after the shuttle itself was consumed in last Tuesday's explosion. The metal casing on the right side booster could provide the space agency with some important information on how the fire started. At Cape Canaveral, as ABC's Lynn Scher reports, they are retracing all the steps that led up to the Challenger's launch.
Today, workers at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida went into the shuttle's white room for the first time in a week, the point from which the crew entered Challenger for the last time. But while investigators are examining all the circumstances surrounding the accident, they're concentrating on the flame escaping from the right solid rocket booster. ABC News has confirmed from a source close to the investigation that pressure in the rocket chamber dropped 4% some 58 seconds after launch, indicating a decrease of thrust. Because the escaping power altered the booster's course, pulling it away from the shuttle, the booster's steering nozzle went into action, swiveling to compensate. Investigators must now determine whether the tug on the million-pound rocket may have put enough stress on the huge fuel tank to pull it apart, releasing the hydrogen fuel that then exploded. At this point, they don't know whether that or simply the heat of the flames, or perhaps something else, caused the shuttle to blow up. Ground controllers had no inkling of the problem ahead of time because the data was only retrieved from computers after the accident, not displayed on their screens. As for the rupture in the rocket itself, the first failure in 50 made and tested by Morton Thiokol, today an expert in rocket technology said NASA had ignored earlier warnings from him that a series of vibrations from heated gas inside the boosters was potentially dangerous.
It would cause possibly a cracking or a debonding of the propellant grain. This would allow the hot gases in the combustion to get closer to the wall of the chamber, and this would cause possibly the rupture that we saw on the side of the tank.
That is only one theory that could be investigated by the Presidential Commission appointed yesterday. They are scheduled to hold their first meeting here tomorrow. Lynn Scher, ABC News, Washington.